What is an argument? An argument is a set of statements in which there are a set of statements that are given as reasons for a particular claim. They're called premises, the reasons. And there is a statement for which reasons are given that's called the conclusion, or the claim for which the reasons are given. Now consider this argument. If the cat is on the mat, then the cat is asleep. The cat is on the mat, therefore the cat is asleep. Now this is a valid argument. Why is it valid? Because if the premises are true, then the conclusion cannot be false. If it is true, if the cat is on the mat, then the cat is asleep. And if it is true that the cat is on the mat, then it has to be true that the cat is asleep. Now consider this argument. If the cat is on the mat, then the cat is asleep. The cat is not on the mat, therefore the cat is not asleep. But if the premises are true, then the conclusion may or may not be true, because if it is true that the cat is on the mat, then the cat is asleep. The cat is not on the mat, well, it might be true that the cat is not asleep, because the cat is somewhere else and it can still be asleep. Now, this is an invalid argument, because if the premises are true, then the conclusion might be true, might be false. It might not necessarily be true. Now, this is an invalid argument. In logic, we look at what validity is, and we look at methods to see whether some arguments are valid and some arguments are invalid. Now, of course, this was a simple argument that I gave to you about the cat on the mat and the cat being asleep. But some arguments can become very long. There can be long chains of arguments for which you need methods to determine whether they are valid or invalid. Now, logic is very important not only in our everyday lives, but also in our professional lives. For instance, in our everyday lives, we can make these mistakes in logic, and we should know that we are not making these mistakes, so we can reason clearly. And this has to do with our normal debates with people, and also just in terms of making everyday inferences where we need to make decisions about things. Even in our professional lives, logic brings an amazing clarity. It can be in any discipline whatsoever. You can look at certain statements and you can see whether the conclusion follows from the statements or not. It can be applicable in some of the sciences, it can be applicable in social sciences, and also logic has played a huge role in computer science. So if one is going into computer science, it will be very good to study logic. In philosophy, logic is required to distinguish good arguments from bad arguments and to sort out confusion, to remove confusion. And this is essential in philosophy. So logic, therefore, is a foundation course. It's a mandatory foundation course for our liberal arts program here at Alliance University. And it's a foundation course for the reason that it'll help students become rigorous thinkers in any discipline, to sort out good arguments from bad arguments, to sort out confusion, to clarify things. And this will provide them a strong foundation for liberal arts.